Beautiful Antarctica, babies. Look at that sun. I came here not knowing what was going to happen. I started a camera right there and it went all the way around us. It's just stayed here. Went up a little bit higher over here, came over here, went back down to where it was. I tracked it. We all tracked it. There was many cameras out here, and what a magical place. I wanted to do a live because, for one, everyone here is doing lives, and I didn't even know it was possible. And two, I figured it was a good way to get a message out while we got a little bit of the Starlink here. Let me just show you the place. This is where we've been staying. We're at the Union Glacier in Antarctica by ALE, Antarctica Logistics and Expeditions, or Antarctica Logistic Expeditions. They organize everything. They're an American company based out of Salt Lake City. They also are based out of Punta Arenas, Chile, where we were for 3 days before arriving here yesterday at 5 p.m. and coming straight to this little cabin, little research station out here. And what an amazing time. If you look close, you can see like a crystallization, like a colored crystallization on all the snow here. That's pretty cool. In the distance behind us here is a mountain range, and this mountain here, Mount Rossman, right behind us, is 4,000 feet, and you can't see the shadow line here where it creates, but it goes and dips down. And in the dip there is a camp where we're going to now, where we've been going every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Well, for one day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and now our second day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We arrived, like I said, 5 p.m. yesterday. Got through a little bit of orientation at the camp, and then they took us up here. They've been super accommodating. There's the camp. Everyone's in there packing up. I've been pretty organized the whole trip, so I'm done. We've got this little truck here, which is gonna offload all of our gear and the bags, everything we've been sleeping in on the floor, on mats and these sleeping bags. I really only got like 3 hours of sleep this week. A couple people were on this trip that slept as little as I did, or in one case, didn't sleep at all. And beautiful. So we have 2 more days here. I hope we get to explore a little bit. I've been here shooting, making a documentary. I'm the filmmaker in the group. I'm a flat earther as well. It's hard to say what I think these days, but I'll tell you this, the AE map seems to be inaccurate. I think some of the things with the flat earth now give me reason to investigate a little different. You know, when you see the sun circle around you, it's pretty clear just based on where we are that it couldn't be happening where the rest of the planet is getting day and night every day as they do, with the exception of the North Pole. But that's for the same reason that down here in the South Pole, we're getting this 24-hour sunlight. It's a magical world, and I'm very happy to be a part of it. I'm very happy to be here. Very happy with all the people I've met. Will Duffy of the Final Experiment. He is really great guy, really interesting that he would put this together and have so much conviction to take flat earthers and to take the heliocentric round earthers, get us all together, you know, discuss these ideas, run tests, research, and really try to figure out what makes sense, what's real, what's not real. And I think we're getting closer, if not there, at this point. And look at this beautiful place we get to see. I don't know, let's see if we can zoom in this camera, if that's a possibility. There we go. So this is looking north this way, behind this blue truck here. And this way goes further south to the South Pole, which is that way. And I've actually got a compass on, and I was told this compass wouldn't be accurate, but I think that's just really when you get down to the South Pole, because from the South Pole everywhere is north. So if you can imagine this was the South Pole and you walk around it, everywhere is going to be north, right? Everywhere is north, which is pretty cool. But there's my compass, and it's there it is, it's pointing south. Show it from another angle. There it is. So as we wrap up this experiment, we've got some other ones, some that are still underway that we're working out, and I'll be continuing to document it. Will's gonna do, I believe, another YouTube live in a second here, right behind me. Austin Whitsett right here on a Discord. There's a little makeshift booth because we're really out here. Kind of love that sound. Fresh powder has got a unique quality here because it doesn't snow. It's just ancient. This is ancient snow and ice. And this ancient snow and ice, what it does is just blows around here in Antarctica. So I think that's pretty incredible to think about. Up here, there's two kind of gaps in the mountain range that leads up to the Antarctic plateau towards the South Pole. It's 600 miles from here. Explorers who take that journey, it takes them 4 to 6 weeks on foot, pulling a sled, pulling water, and pulling food and everything that you need. Not something we'll be doing. Tomorrow we will be going on some activities, and that's going to be fun to really get in there. But there's some really interesting features over here. Elephant Head is one of them. I believe the other one is called the Ice Falls. It's where the glacier and the blue ice kind of are falling down the crevasses there. And then over here is just more of the glacier, or if you're a British, glacier, comes down into this valley here where we are. We're on about, and I could be wrong, I am often, as it seems here with flat Earth, but in the 24-hour sun. But we're on 2 miles of ice goes down to bedrock. That bedrock exists below sea level. We're actually only 500 feet or 500 meters, 500 feet above sea level here at Union Glacier at their little outpost, their little research outpost. So not too far above sea level. So not having too many issues with that sort of thing, which is great. And like breathing and altitude sickness. But just look at this. This is untouched beauty. It's raw. It's fresh. Look at this. Just wow, I haven't done that this whole trip. Just did some snow. That's some great stuff. Oh my God, that's cold. It's crazy how we got here and the first thing we did was took pictures. And I'm kind of silly. I took off my shirt, sat down near an ice wall, like the flat Earth ice wall, but it was just a little ice wall next to our camp where the Antarctic Marathon had been run the couple days before us, day before us or so. And it wasn't that cold. I thought kind of cockily, this won't be so bad. But what happens, and I think this is interesting for some further insight, while I was filming, when the sun is this time in this direction, it starts to be a little cooler, especially as we move behind this mountain range, the Rossmore Mountain behind our Union Glacier camp. My f-stop on my camera at this time was still extremely high at an f14. But in contrast, this way, where there's nothing, I was sometimes at like an f25, f30 just to stop down. I have NDs. I chose not to put on because I didn't like the coloration so much. I have a polarizer, circular polarizer. But yeah, the contrast is really unique. And what's also interesting to point out about it, the sun in Antarctica here, is that it's much lower on the horizon. Where my hand is here, if I were to just spin it around, by the time we got this way, it starts to rise. And over here, it's very high in the sky. And this is the hot, hot, hot time of day for here, where no gloves, coming back down, around. Might be a little bit off on my measures, but to where it is now. I'm just gonna go right across the top of this here, this Rossmore Mountain. But yeah, that's it. So just wanted to hop on here. I don't do this ever. I don't do live. I thought it was pretty cool that everyone's been doing it pretty much nonstop. And I figured, when in Antarctica, do as they do. You won't get the chance to ever again go live on the internet from the ice white continent of the home of the South Pole down here. So anyway, it's 11:47. Will Duffy is going to do a live over at the Final Experiment, which has been the catalyst for all this. It's been an amazing trip. So head over there. I think it's all one word, the Final Experiment, and get some updates from us. And I'm going to be shooting some stuff a little bit before and a little bit after, and back into documenting the process that's unfolding here with all of us on this journey. So, all right. Hi. Oh, I got someone in here. Hi, Winty. Hey, that's pretty cool. Nice to see you, Wenty. Welcome to Union Glacier, Antarctica. Have a look around. Look at that sun. It's pretty cool. So, hi, nice to see you too. Well, I think that concludes it. I don't have any more to say. Wanted to get a little bit of something out. I wanted to do it live. I hope this stays on the channel. I do daily video vlogs with my family, fathering, filmmaking, a couple of things like that. And lost my train of thought there, but thanks for coming. Thanks for tuning in. And hi, I've been following this very closely. Oh, have you? Well, that's very, very cool. I've been following it not as closely. And I think while being here, I've been following it very closely. But the lead up, some of these folks, they've known for 6 months they were coming to Antarctica. And, for me, I found out 2 days before Thanksgiving after some calls. A friend of mine, Mark Herman, is on the trip as well. He was sent by Candace Owens. He's the director of her show. And I expressed some interest. I'd love to come early on. Bring me. You guys find a way to bring me. It's very expensive. And then I got a call from Mark one day asking if I still wanted to come. So here we are. I'm following it very closely now. I'm living it. It's been a blast. Everybody here is incredible. The Flat Earth team is Jaron of Jaronism and Austin Whitsitt of Whitsitt Gets It, and Liz Beth, who's over on Clubhouse with the Flat Earth Gang. Myself, but I've been the filmmaker. I was brought in because Will Duffy leading it wanted a non-biased filmmaker to document it. Someone who wasn't here to make a hit piece, and someone who could get behind the flat earth idea. And, I think he liked my work and gave me that opportunity. On the round earth side, you got Mike Toon, who's got, I'm not sure everyone's YouTubes and Instagrams and all that, but you could look them up on the-final-experiment.com. Dave McKeegan, excuse me, great guys. We've been sharing hotel rooms and tents throughout this process. We had a bunch of laughs. And who else? Will Duffy. And Critical Think. And I don't know if his name is public because he has told me call him Critical Think. He's come from down under. The round earthers have done some amazing experiments. The flat earthers have done some really cool experiments too. We were looking at heat guns today and solar filters and all sorts of stuff. So a lot to do, a lot to look forward to, and a lot to come. Thanks. Have a good night, everybody. So long from the White Continent. Bye-bye. Oh, I'll make one more thing. I'll give a shout out to Baker Morandi, my baby, my girl, my daughter, Stephanie, my partner, my love. I love you too. And I'll see you guys very soon.